Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I obviously suck at intros and we are just going to start off with the video, obviously. I'm going to be using the Benefit Air Patrol to prime my eyelids for my eyeshadow. And as you can see, I used a little bit too much, but that's okay. We're going to be going in with a beauty blender to blend that all out. Once we are done blending, I'm going to be going in with the Tarte's Pro palette. Love this palette, and I'm going to be using the two lightest shades in the first and second row, and it's kind of like a bone color, and I'm just going to blend that all out. Then I'm going down to that third row, I think it's called Chic. I'm going to be taking that color to kind of give a transition shade and blend that into my crease a little bit with a fluffy brush. You'll see I kind of put it all over my eyes as well. Then I will be going in with a smaller blending brush. This is the Morphe brush, and I'm going to be picking up that third shade in the second bottom row. I will link all the colors down below, and I'm going to focus this more so on the outer V of my eye, and I'm going to kind of flicker it a little bit, as you can see, and then I will be taking the shade right above it, that mauve purple tone, and I'm going to put that right over top and blend that out. This is a really simple eye look. I literally used only those two shades and then this glitter shade. This is the ColourPop Super Shock Shadow in Bubbly, and I'm going to be taking my my Smashbox water primer. Love it, by the way. It is amazing. I'm going to spray my brush, and I'm going to pack that on my lid using it's like a synthetic brush. I got it from Mikasa Beauty. I will also link them down below as well. And I'm going to pack this on the inner to center of my lid. It's very pink, very glittery, very springtime, and I loved it for this look. Once I'm done packing that on my lid, I'm going to be going in with the Anastasia Nicole Guerrero collab, and I'm going to be taking those two shades that I just pointed to, and I'm going to pack that on the inner corners of my eyes just to give it more of a pop. Now for my brows, I'm going to be going in with the NYX Micro Brow Pencil. It's in the color Espresso, and I'm going to fill in those brows for you guys. I will fast forward all of this so that you guys can just see the effect of me filling in my brows. I don't really go like crazy. I have filled them in more than I used to, but I just define the shape more. I like my brows the way they are, but I bolden them out, obviously. But yeah, I'll just fill all these in for you guys, and then I'm going to be moving on with a clear brow gel that I also got from NYX, and I will be setting them with that. And look at that. There we go. We've got brows. I'm going to now carve out the underneath of my brows, like my brow bone, just to define the shape more. I'm going to be using the Shape Tape Concealer, of course, what else? And then I'm going to be using a very small, flat, angled brush to kind of buff that all out. I'll use my finger as well. And I'm just going to carve that out to give it more definition. Once I'm done with that, I'm going to be going in with the Control Freak by NYX. It's a brow gel. It's a clear brow gel, and I'm going to set my brows. I don't really have like a full review on this yet. This is like one of the very first brow gels I've used besides the Benefit one, and so far so good. It's actually working pretty well. And moving on to my face now, we are going to prime. I'm going in with the NYX Honey Do Me Up Serum. This is also another pick-me-up from Ulta. This and the next thing also. Oh, excuse me. I'm going to swipe this on my face. It has like a little spatula at the end, and I'm going to rub it in. I love the finish that it gives because it leaves your skin a little tacky, but that's what you want because it's really great to apply foundation and everything sets into your skin much nicer that way. So I'm just going to rub all that in, and then quickly I'm going to spritz my face with some Smashbox water primer. Also new, but I'm loving this so far. And I'm also going to kind of pat it into my skin a little bit just to let it dry and kind of push it in. For foundation, I'm going to be going in with the L'Oreal Pro Glow foundation. I'm using an oval brush to apply this. I'm going to first squeeze it out onto the brush and pat it into my skin, and then I will buff everything out. I really love this brush with this foundation. They both work like hand in hand. It applies so nice. It really leaves that nice glow to your skin, and it just looks very flawless when I use this brush with this foundation. It's like one of my favorite things to do together. I also really love this brush in general. This is like one of my go-to brushes. And you already know, Shape Tape Concealer, of course. This is hands down the best concealer you will ever use, and I will say it over and over again. So I'm going to apply it underneath my eyes, on my cupid's bow, on my forehead, and on my chin, and of course we'll be blending that out. I'm going to be using a smaller oval brush first to blend it out, and then I will go over that with a beauty blender. If you can see how I have that harsh line where the concealer stops. That is why I go in with a beauty blender. I find that the oval brush, it will buff it out, but I feel like it takes away some of the product, so I just go in lightly in those spots and really blend out that line, that really harsh line with the beauty blender, and it works really well. Now to set my concealer, I'm using the Laura Mercier Secret Brightening Powder. I honestly think I use this in every video, but it's perfect for the under eye. It's perfect for brightening up the underneath and making your eyes look very open and very awake. It doesn't crease. It works perfectly for the entire day. And before I hit myself in the face with the brush, I'm going in with a big fluffy brush, and I'm going to take a little bit of the Secret Brightening Powder on the brush, and I'm just going to buff that over my skin. I don't want to get rid of the dewy look that I was going for. For bronzer, I'm using Los Cabos from the Sephora collection, and I'm going to bronze up my face. This is another brush from Mikasa Beauty, and this is meant to be a blush brush, but I actually love it for bronzer. It works so well. It carves it out really nicely, and I just love the way that it applies to the skin. So I'm going to bronze up my cheeks, my forehead, and bring it down my neck. For blush today, I'm going in with MAC Peony Petal, and I'm using the same brush that I used to bronze my face, but now I'm going to apply kind of with a heavy hand, but I will go in and blend everything out. I love this color. It's like a very nice baby rosy pink. It's very pretty. And I'm going to be taking a stippling brush after I apply that and kind of just buffing everything out, getting rid of any harsh lines. Once I'm done buffing all that out, I'm going in with the new and beautiful Nicole Guerrero Anastasia collab, and I'm using the pink and the white shade to highlight my cheeks, and I'm using a big fan brush that I got in my BoxyCharm, and it works perfectly applying this highlight. I love the way that it looks. These highlights are amazing. All of the shades are perfect. I'm going to set my face once again with the Smashbox Water Primer. I do find that it sets really well with this too. For lips, I forgot to do that. So for lips, I am using the NYX, it's like a buttercream lip paint. I think that's what they're called. This is in Pinky Nude. But once I'm done applying this, that is it for this tutorial. I really loved how everything came out. I love the mauves, I love the pinks, I love everything about this. It just screams spring to me. So I can't wait to do more creations with bright spring and summer colors. I'm so sick of winter, so I'm really excited to create more things for you guys. But thank you so much for watching, and until next time, I will see you all later. Bye.